And here was a quick look at my older PC case before I got everything transferred in to my new PC case with the bigger graphics card. Up here I have one 3.0 USB port, two 2.0 USB ports, audio headphone jack on the top, button for the RGB lighting. And here's the back of my new PC case with we got two USB ports, XLR audio jack, display port, HDMI. As we come down, two more USB ports, two 3.2 USB ports for faster file transfers for larger files, more USB ports also with the Ethernet cable cord. And here's a quick side note for my AMD processor. It's very, very useful. This is my laptop that I had for about 5 or 6 years. It has the AMD Ryzen 5 processor. Very, very useful on this laptop. It's a very flat laptop, which is very, very nice, thin, lightweight. You got headphone, audio jacks, SD cards. Very awesome. And here's just a quick sneak peek at my AMD graphics card, the AMD RADEON RX 6950 XT. It's a very large graphics card, which is one of the reasons why I had to switch it in the first place into a new case. Again, shout out to the Best Buy Geek Squad for making this happen. If it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't be here right about now. I would have been stuck or didn't know what to do. But again, shout out to them. Here's a quick sneak peek. All right, before we get started, we had to transition real fast. I just wanted to give a quick thanks to the Best Buy Geek Squad for making this all possible for us today. They were able to take out my old PC components and put it in my new PC. As you saw in the beginning of the video, I had a black CLX gaming case, and now I have a white one. What they did was they were able to take out all the PC components in my old one and put it in my new one because I had a bigger graphics card. Graphics card was too big for the black case, so I put it in the white case. So I just called them up to see if that was something they would do, and what do you know, it is. So they were able to do that for me with no problems and no hesitations at all. I just went there, explained what I need done. They got it done in about a day, called me when it was ready. So if you have any problems with your computers, laptops, phones, go ahead and take it over there to your Best Buy Geek Squad. Of course, everyone's Geek Squad staff will be different, but for the most part, they're pretty friendly and very, very helpful. So check them out. All right, and here we are taking a look at my PC now. The processor is the AMD Ryzen 9 5000 series, which means it is a 5900X model number, which is about 3 steps down from the top of the line. Top of the line, I believe, is AMD Ryzen 9 7950, if I'm not mistaken. My CPU base clock frequency is 3.7 gigahertz, which is above standard, so it's pretty good in my opinion. I've had no issues with it. It's very fast. My storage type, it's HDD, hard drive, and SSD, solid state drive. So the total capacity on my current PC is 4,500 gigabytes in total. My hard drive is 4,000, SSD is 500. Of course, you can boost that up. You can go to NVIDIA or AMD Ryzen, whichever one you have, and you can switch out the hard drive or whoever it may be. You can get up to about 6,000 gigabytes on your hard drive, about 2,000 on your solid state drive. Very, very good. My RAM is 32 gigabytes, aka system memory, as some people know. My graphics card, it was a NVIDIA GeForce RTX 360, as you saw in the beginning of the video, but I switched that out to a AMD Ryzen RX 6950, as you can see right here. Very, very good. I love my graphics card. Operating system is Windows Home 11. Very, very good. And of course, my brand is CLX, as you know, as you can see right there, my motherboard, my everything is still CLX. One thing I did was switch out was the case because my graphics card was too big, and my graphics card, obviously. So everything else is still CLX. It's very, very good, useful. Everything is very, very awesome. I love my PC. Have no regrets whatsoever. And as far as the RAM goes, the RAM is expandable to 128 gigabytes, which is very, very good. I mean, I highly doubt you need that much, but as you know, memory is very good. Of course, there's no harm in, getting more memory. The number of CPU cores is 12 core. And as you can see right here, we're taking a quick look at the GPU graphics card. As you may know it, we're looking at the support bracket. The support bracket is very, very useful on higher performing GPUs because Well, over time, if it's very large like mine, for example, it will start to drag and bend in your motherboard, and you don't want that to happen. So you want to save it with one of these right here. And as you can see, what I'm showing you right here in the video is the GPU support bracket. We're going to transition over. Shout out to my younger brother. He told me to get one of these. Yes, my GPU was able to sit in my motherboard, but since it's a large GPU, it was slightly bending down, and over time you don't want that to happen. It could damage your GPU and your motherboard at the same time, so you're just going to want the extra support. So just go on Amazon. I got mine for like $12-13. This one's $11. I don't have this specific one, but it's very similar. It's like $13. So it's just going to sit on your GPU right in the front, and it's going to just prop it right up. For a GPU this size, you don't need one. For example, in the beginning of the video, you saw my NVIDIA graphics card. You don't need it for that size, but for a larger one, yeah, you're gonna need one. So if you have a higher performing graphics card, I really would suggest that you get one. It's really gonna save you in the long run. So go ahead and check that out. And here's a quick sneak peek preview of my RGB lighting. In my case, we have the red, the green, the blue, purple, and the nice dual colors, and the rainbow effect shows all the colors in a rainbow effect. And my favorite, it shows the pulsating colors, as far as all the colors in a quick pulsating view. I love that feature. And also the last one is shows half of the RGB lighting on the fans, just in, I would say, a small variation of the fan, so it's not like too blinding, which is pretty neat. And we're going to transition over to the AMD software Adrenaline Edition. It's very simple, ladies and gentlemen. What I like about this versus the NVIDIA GeForce app is it's very simple and easy, like how everything is laid out nice and in front of you. If you want to, let's say, go to your record settings, you want to change some things, you just go down to your record and stream right up here, click on settings, and you can see all the stuff that you can customize: your frames per second, your quality profile. If you're streaming over here on the right side, you can go ahead and change the resolution, the FPS. You can change the audio, you can change the enhancing filters, you can do all that type of stuff. It's very simple. If you want to come over here to the performance, you can see what it's up to, you can see what the utilization is of your GPU and your CPU. You can check out your processor, see what's going on over there. You can come over here, check out your games, see what kind of games you got. You can come over here to your home screens, you can see all your recordings, see how many times you've played the game, see your average FPS. You can come over here. It's just very simple and easy to use. So that's what I like about the AMD Adrenaline software. It's very lovely. I like it a lot. I do not regret it whatsoever. It's very nice. So we're going to go back to the video. And I just want to give a quick shout out to the CLX Gaming PC crew. What I did not know, little did I know, I have a CLX Gaming PC, but I did not know they had their own website. I did not know that, so I just looked it up. And what do you know, you can customize your PC to the exact way you want it. You just type it in, clxgaming.com or CLX Gaming on Google. Click the first one or second one, they're both the same. You're going to be taken to the home screen, which is this right here. What you got to do is go to your upper left corner on products. On the very first drop down menu, CLX Ultimate Configurator, you're going to click that right there. And then as you click that, you're going to be transferred to the home screen of the configurator, which starts with the cases, which is very nice. So with the cases, you can customize obviously your case, your fans, and your fan lighting, which is very nice and useful. Then you have the core / processor units, performance, software, and accessories. So over here on the core components, you got your motherboard, you got your graphics card, you got your RAM, you got your power supply sleeve. So just in case you want your power supply sleeve to be a different color in your PC, which is totally optional, you can customize it how you want. You got your system storage, you got your secondary storage, you also have your sound cards, network and connectivity. You have your capture cards, sound decks, TV tuners such as Stream Decks, Elgato capture cards. But why need an Elgato capture card when you have a graphics card right here, which records in great resolution FPS? I wouldn't really get an Elgato capture card if you have a graphics card. unless you have another console that you would like to record on. Accessories are pretty cool. You got your t-shirts, hats, and hoodies. They look pretty cool. A real quick side note, of course, when you customize your own PC, or if you get a pre-build, if you go on Best Buy, Amazon, or CLX gaming website for themselves, you don't have to fork out $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000. Of course not. Of course, there's friendly payment options. You just go ahead and apply for that. See if you qualify, which I'm pretty sure most people would. I'm pretty sure maybe someone who just turned 18, even if they have no credit at all, I'm pretty sure they can approve for that. Take me for an example. I bought the iPad mini when it first came out. I believe it's 2017 or 18. I applied for that at Best Buy. My payment a month, I believe it was $46 a month. So of course, if you can't fork out the full amount, go ahead and just do that. If you really need a PC, if you have some big projects coming up soon, or if you just need a lot of space and you just really need one, I would say just check out the financing options to see if it's a good fit for you, and I'll go from there. And here, ladies and gentlemen, we have a quick recording gameplay footage with my new AMD Radeon RX 6950 XT graphics card. And before we get into the quick features of this graphics card, I want to talk about the high fidelity, which improves the explosion effects and lighting to bring the explosions to realism. As you can see, I just used an impact grenade and the enemies just burst through the barricade. As you can see, the lighting effects and the physics, as you can see and tell, it looked pretty realistic, and the timing effects, there was little to no lag at all. That's what that helps with. Also, the gameplay boost, it delivers and adds performance and fluidity when the fast mouse motion is detected. It also has the AMD anti-lag. I didn't really notice a difference when I turned this on and off. So what this does is it just helps minimize the amount of time between a gamer pressing a button and or moving the mouse and the response showing up on the screen. As I said, I had it on and off, didn't really see a difference. It was so minuscule that it really wouldn't matter, so I would just leave it on for smoother gameplay. That's what I would do. It also has the AMD RDNA2, which is the hardware based retracing system and variable rate shading. It also has the GPU standard powering system for the next gen consoles, and it also has the extreme performance with efficient power. It also has the AMD image sharpening, and with the image sharpening, that employs a contrast adaptive sharpening to the algorithm that restores clarity to the game, and it also helps with the visual effects between softened by other effects, which brings out the details and objects without creating some visual artifacts. In other words, it just means it creates a sharper, clearer image. That's what it really is. There's no need to get all technical and difficult. There's no need for that. It also has the video streaming up to 8K, which is something you probably never want to do. I didn't find this feature in the AMD Radeon software Adrenaline app. It's not that I was looking for it, but if it does record in 8K for streaming, I wouldn't do it. You typically want to stream your live videos in 720p or 1080p. You never want to go any higher because that just creates lag. It's going to take up more space if it does, and it's also going to be blurry, and it may or may not crash. The chances of that happening streaming in a higher resolution than 1080p, it's very, very possible. It's going to happen most likely. Okay, we only have a few more features to discuss, so bear with me. The next one is the 7nm GPU. That one has many bullet points, so I'm going to dissect that in just a second, so bear with me. It also has the PCI Express port 4.0. It also has the display port 1.34 with the DSC, and it has the HDMI 2.1 VRR, which are all displayed in the back of the graphics card. So if you did not see those, just rewind it back and take a quick look at those so you can see how it looks for you. Also, what the 7nm GPU is a measurement of the size of the transistors being in nanometers, which is very minuscule. So what that means is it's going to judge how powerful your particular PC is, or your CPU is, based upon the graphics card, and it's going to perform how those two intertwine with each other. And if you're asking yourself, is this a good processor? And I would say yes. Everyone has their own opinion, but I would say yes because it has a 20% better performance rate, and it also has a 40% power reduction compared to their other NN technology like 10nm, 12, and of course maybe 6. So so on and so forth. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the video. Let me know what you think of the gameplay footage overall. I think it was pretty good based upon my first gameplay that I posted. I believe it was a Black Ops 3 video with my Elgato 60S Plus, well HD 60S Plus, which is pretty good, but I believe this is a little bit better. So let me know what you will be building on the CLX gaming website, and let me know how much you love it. And again, I thank you all for watching. I will catch you on the next one. Peace and have a good one.